What's good? Welcome back to Divinity Jam. This is for my Libras. Hey Libras, welcome back. Out your weekly reading for August 6th through July 12th. Got another new moon coming. I want to say it is on the 12th. 11th or 12th. New moon, new beginning. Some of us need it. Some of us looking forward to it. Get a couple final shuffles and get this 9 cards. Let's get this 9 card spread going. See what's going on for you for the week. Pulling from the Crystal Visions Tarot. Then we'll pull some clarifiers. The Star card is out at the bottom. Okay, so the Star card is upright. Maybe a little healing involved sometimes when the Star card comes out, but overall, she's that giver. She's got the gift, the Star card. She's got that quality in her, that helper, that healer, that giver. And she pours it out on heaven and earth. She is just star quality all the way around. And she is on the upright at the bottom of your deck. 8 of Wands. And this is clear focus, clear direction. Just everything mentally coming down, in one direction. Being focused and exactly where we want to go and where we want to take this next venture of our life. So that being upright, feeling like you're going to come into understanding of direction and which way you want to take, your life from this point, which direction you're going to go in. It's very clear and focused at this point. Page of Wands is out. So she sits on her power to me until she's ready to use it. And she has it all around her. She's just sitting with the dragon wrapped around her. That's all her power. And it's there and she knows it's there. But she's calmly, peacefully playing her flute and sitting there with that crystal ball, just waiting on the vision of it to come through. So she still knows how powerful she is. Even if she's waiting on something, it seems like, or she's asking for something still by sending that song up. I do feel like she's still asking for something, but the vision is there if she wants to see it. There's no light in that ball as of yet, but it's there if she wants to see it. And her power is definitely there, but it's kind of dormant right now. Like the dragon is not active. He's in no type of action mode right now. He's just kind of chilling, and she's just kind of chilling. So just putting a song up there, a song of peace, and kind of asking. I do know the Page of Wands also sends up spirit prayers, so to speak, for strength, for healing, for others. Sends it up on behalf of others as well. So maybe just wanting to be strong for others. But yeah, definitely getting the feel of you having the power, but it not being moved at this moment. And then you having the vision as well, but there's no vision in the ball. But the song is going up just to kind of keep the mood peaceful. That's how I feel, versus stressful while figuring it out. There's 3 candles down there, so some meditation I feel like going on. Just trying to see and understand. And so while that's going on, while that period of time is taking place where there's just maybe a little confusion on the matter, so we meditate and we think deeply about the things that we want to accomplish. And it's just, it's kind of peacefully going along with the direction to me, which actions to take and what she's asking for with her song, kind of peacefully just playing her music until she sees clearly what path to take. Knight of Wands is out behind that. So some inward work was done. I mean, the Knight of Wands, to me, at first doesn't always believe in himself. And then all of a sudden, he just pushes those things to the side. He's done the inward work, so he's leading with that crystal energy. He knows who he is on the inside. He knows what he can accomplish, though it's still a little fearful look on his face if you look at him. He's leading with that glow of that crystal up there. That's his fire, his passion. So he goes about it because he knows he's going to be successful at it. May not have all the reassurance right there because, the tangible results are not there yet. But he's ready, he's confident, and he's still going to proceed and go into battle. So I feel like all three of these cards definitely go together. They're all fire cards, and all the energy is about going after something and having the confidence to go after it, and just knowing definitely it's the direction to take and the assured way to go about it, the assured way to make sure you handle it. I feel like that's what's going on. Hi, Heather. How are you today? All right, still going on for my Libras. The Devil card is out and it is upright. So some temptation coming when we're fighting. And this is what I see with all these wands up here, is battling something to make sure as the star that you accomplish it. Is really wanting to bring it about. And the Devil card pops out at these moments, to me. When you're trying to bring something new in, and this is that temptation that puts those doubts in your head. This is that temptation of, is it going to be all right? Was this a good idea? Are we going to make it? Was this silly? Just those doubts that come out and make you second guess, or even a situation that makes you take the easier road sometimes. I'll take the easy road, and this seems a little too hard, so I'll just take the safer, easier road sometimes. When no, you knew exactly what you wanted to do. You know what you've been praying for, what you've been trying to bring in, what you wanted to do. And it was making you feel a little somber over it at some point, to where you felt the need to withdraw and maybe just regroup, to bring back your strength and to bring back your clarity and your focus, to know that this is exactly the direction you wanted to take it. And then I feel like the inward work is going to pay off at the end. I feel like that's why you're going to be able to take that direction. But the Devil card is out. So just guarding against any temptation to not believe in yourself at any moment, not to, to give into that type of energy, because that's what makes us stop in our tracks and not accomplish it, believing what others say, or just not believing in ourselves. The Fool card is in reverse as well. So this is that leap of faith that I feel like you're trying to take up here at the top, but it is in reverse. So just the little fears that come around right with the devil. It's in reverse. So yeah, you feeling like your reasoning of just stepping out on faith was a bad idea, was not a good idea. But it's always a good idea. It's for the transformation of us, just making sure that we accomplish our goals and our dreams. If we don't step out there because we're scared, then we can never accomplish them. So these two are definitely coming out together to me. The Devil energy with the Fool card being in reverse, just tempting you not to step out there on faith, tempting you not to believe in this moving forward, because it's a good idea. It's something that you want. It's a good idea. This is why the Star card is out to me as well. It's a righteous idea. It's a well thought out, something that you felt like you deserved, something that you prayed for even and wanted to happen. And you were just waiting on seeing the movement. And that's probably why this guy here has this little sad look, just a little bit of sadness to it, but he's bold and he's healed himself and he's ready to go out there and accomplish it anyway. You threw those fears to the side, so don't allow at this moment, when things aren't looking exactly as you want them to, don't allow at this moment that devil energy to come in and tempt you into not stepping out there on faith like you were so gung-ho in the beginning. In the beginning, you were ready with all this fire energy coming out with these wands, and then that devil can throw a monkey wrench in your plans, just causing you not to believe anymore. So that's the only reason I feel like the Fool card is in reverse, that you are planning on taking action and sticking to this goal. It's just at those moments when we have that doubt. It's very easy at that moment to be like, oh, was this even worth it all? 6 of Pentacles was out in reverse. 6 of Pentacles in the upright to me is just getting those things, bringing in those things that we want, and it being equal and even exchange going on, where we work hard and we get rewarded back and compensated back for what we do. I feel like that's the overall message of the 6 of Pentacles card when I look at it. Just storing up things for yourselves that you deserve and being able to put in the work and see the tangible results. And that's what you're struggling with right now. with this right here. If you put in the work, you feel like those tangible results should be there. And when they're delayed, all these retrogrades, y'all. We got Mars in retrograde still. We got Mercury in retrograde still. And then we got a couple more weeks of this energy where these delays are happening and stuff that we felt like we should have seen by now, should have manifested by now. It's just not here right now. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is our best desired outcome. Like, her surroundings are so, she has built up like everything that she needs. All her pentacles are in a row. She's got the wolf there. She's got the castle in the background. Just every happy possible. There's a deer over there. It's just the most happy forest looking scene that you can ask for. And it's in reverse. So that lets me know that what you are trying to bring about has not manifested yet. It hasn't. It's still in reverse right now. But it's going to get better. It's going to get better. We just want to resist against this devil temptation, not to go back the other way in our mind. That's the danger there when you're working on something and giving your all, and you're like, I gave as much as I could. Like, what is going on? Why is this still not happening for me? Why am I still not seeing the results as of yet? You've been praying for it. You've been working at it. You've put 100% of effort into it. And yeah, the waiting game of waiting and asking, okay, where is it? And why is it not coming about yet? Don't allow that energy to make you feel like you were a fool for real and that this wasn't a good idea for you to try to, move things in that direction that you wanted to move them into. This was still what you wanted at the end of the day. This was still the goal for you because this was personal to you, something that you wanted to accomplish. You were just looking for the even return on it. And because it's not happening yet, I feel like you're discouraged. You're discouraged, but you're the type of person with this star quality that's going to keep going through the discouragement because you didn't put all this work into it for nothing. And it was clearly directed. The next card out was the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So this is somebody on their way somewhere. This is a milestone being reached to me. In love, I always feel like it's a guy on his way to you. But if it's not about a guy, not about a romance, I feel like this is a milestone being reached in this endeavor that you're trying to accomplish that you feel like is just slowly taking too long and not bringing you back an even exchange right now. You're putting in way more work than you're getting back results. I feel like that Knight of Pentacles is you being on your way somewhere. Could be somebody bringing something to you. Sometimes it does return a gift to you or something being brought to you. But I feel like it's reaching a milestone as well, reaching a milestone in your goal or your endeavor. So something happening this week that allows you to see some progress. That's what I feel like when I'm looking at this Nine of Cups. It's movement. But while he's looking down, and then there's a pentacle up there on his staff. So going towards money endeavors. Crystal energy is all around him. Precious jewels are all around him on the ground as he's going through this path. So this represents to me the path that you're taking on this goal, this endeavor, and just you reaching the milestone materially with this goal, this endeavor. Last card out was the Nine of Swords in reverse. Also in the head. So just being in your head about it. Being in your head about it. I mean, it's a tiring journey. That's why she's asleep. She's asleep. Like she's worn out. She's worn out. And then the swords have formed like a fence around her, a barricade around her. So just mentally trapped in her own head right now. But it's a much needed rest to me. It's how you regain your balance at these moments where you're just doubting and not believing anymore. And it takes a toll on your energy after a while. So I feel like, yeah, after that rest, with the Nine of Swords energy being there, after that rest, I feel like she'll come back out a lot stronger. It's just, wondering what's going on with these delays. Why is it so many delays? Why are these delays happening? But we hold on through these moments of uncertainty, believing, more so than just turning it into negative energy and saying, where is it and why and why and why. We believe ourselves, believe in it more like, I know I deserve this. I know I didn't come all this way for nothing. But that's when the devil likes to show up. That is exactly when the devil likes to show up. And to try to throw us off our game. The Emperor is out. Fell out in reverse. But just overall, feeling that strong power that we once felt when we first started this endeavor out to me. And just making sure our energy stays there. That is the fight against that devil type of energy. Just making sure that energy stays as high as it did when we first decided that this is what we want to do. The death card is out and it is upright. So a change is coming to this. A change has always been coming to this. But it just hasn't come as of yet. And that's where the confusion comes in at. Like, why is this taking so long? Why is this endeavor taking so long? Let's get another clarifier for my Libras. The Eight of Pentacles is out. So just honing in on our craft, sharpening our skills, making sure we stay on our A game when it comes to our skill sets and whatever we're working on. Is a good course of action to take at this moment. This was upright as well. So just making sure we get better and better at what we do, that we're not sitting there when we're not seeing results, just waiting. Because movement is all around with all this wand energy out. Movement is all around through this endeavor. So it's about not standing still. And we get into that stage where we want to just complain about the results not happening versus putting more effort because we feel like we put so much effort. Yeah, and this Ten of Swords energy, just feeling like we've been done unfairly or wrongly through this situation. Like, look, I try my hardest. I'm a star quality type of person. I step out here, I try my hardest, I do my best. And just it feels like life keeps stabbing me in the back. People keep stabbing me in the back. Things don't go my way. That's that feeling, that Ten of Swords energy that just, yeah, like we've been through it. Like we have really been stabbed and left for dead. That's what it feels like. And the Justice card came out in reverse, which is you guys' card. This is the Libra card. And you're feeling like there's no justice right now for you in this situation. You're feeling done a little wrongly. I mean, done a whole lot wrong when this card is out with all those stab wounds to the back, just left for dead. Nobody there to help. Nobody there to help. This poor little bird just watching her lay there. Just watching her lay there. So if you feel like you've been done, wrong through this situation, that you just, it's not turned out the way you wanted it to be, and it's just been overall unjust, like the scales are in her hand, so just not feeling the balance of the Libra, not feeling that it's balanced, and we know you Libra's balanced. So if you're feeling that this is an unjust situation, that you've been done wrong in some type of way, yeah, that causes you to go in your head a whole lot. But it's saying at this moment, that's why you have to guard against it. It is the devil energy. It is. It is the temptation to stray you from believing in yourself and believing that you have the power to accomplish your goals and dreams. It's that energy that comes along, but the Death card being out and then the Eight of Swords coming out. It looks worse than it is at this point. When you're struggling and you're going through it, it always looks worse than it seems. It always does. And she seems trapped and she seems wrapped up, and it seems like it's just a no-win situation, but it's really, really not going to be as hard to get out of as she thinks it is. Those are birds and ribbons, and those swords are wide enough to get out of. This is a situation that, yeah, you're going to have to maneuver out of, but it's an easy maneuver. Those aren't chains and stone walls. Those are birds and ribbons. So you can get out of this, Libra. It looks like it's the impossible to overcome. It looks like somebody stabbed you up in the back and left you for dead, but it's not so. It's not so. Ten of Wands. And it's in reverse. So an upright is carrying the load that's too heavy for yourself. And it's in reverse. It's not going to give you more than you can bear. I always remember that at the end of the day, even through the irritating, rough time moments. Why does it have to happen like this? Like, why do we have to go through it the hard way to get this lesson, this one lesson? And then you have a better way to teach it to me type of energy, the burdens are going to be put down. The burdens are going to come off of you, I feel, a little bit this week, just to ease your mind and to know that you're not thrown away, that nobody forgot about you and your needs, that you are still there being taken care of as you always are. You're still the same star quality person that you always were. And so you're going to be looked out for, like you always are, like you always are. So the Three of Swords is out in reverse. She's stabbed all up in the heart. She's in reverse. So to me, that means you've taken all your stabs already. There can be no more bad happening this week. The stabs have been already applied, and what seems wounded now has already been wounded. The Hermit card is out. So just some me time, some alone time, some thinking about this time. Just this is how you avoid that type of negative thinking. The Hermit card. So when you're tempted to be in this devil type of energy, this negative type of mindset about why I shouldn't have done it and I knew it wouldn't have worked, and all of that bad thinking comes into play because things didn't play out how we want. Hermit mode really guards against that. It allows you to regroup in the mind, to go inside yourself and just with alone time, kind of think it out logically and clearly without the anger, so that you don't, turn it around in your head and make it worse than it is. Hermit mode keeps you mentally, to me, and emotionally stable. It's like a little fairy there with a light, just having some alone time. Even if you have to do it in a room full of people, just block it out. Put some music on and just be in your head for a while to know that it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. And then the Queen of Cups is in reverse. So maybe you're not just trying to be bothered with anybody on the love front right now because you've got all these issues going on. I'm feeling like these issues are financial related and situational versus romantic. So that's the only reason I feel like the Queen of Cups was in reverse. And then also could be just feeling not a lot of love from people at this moment, feeling unloved while you're going through your rough time, feeling like nobody understands or cares. That type of Queen of Cups in reverse energy, just not feeling any type of love in your cup right now. But it's going to get better. Libra, the World card is out. The World card is out. It's teaching you how to maneuver through every possible situation in life. Sitting on top of the world, juggling butterflies. It's just 1 minute you're up and 1 minute you're down, and that's the cycles that we go through, with the Wheel of Fortune being on the bottom as I say that. So those are the cycles of life that we go through. And right now, you're on a tough cycle. But it spins just as fast as it spun to the tough situation. We'll get a couple of clarifiers from the Vision Quest. Two of Water comes out too. That is a soulmate type of connection. So you're not desiring anything frivolous. If you do want any type of love in your life, you want it to be somebody that's there for you in that type of way, in that type of deep connection type of way. Or it's not even worth any value to you at this point. The Big Medicine Wheel. And then come out, I'm going to leave that one. Yeah, the Three of Water. The Three of Water, Three of Cups. So it's about wanting that fullness, wanting to reach the peak, wanting to get to the celebration part of all this goal and endeavor that you sought out, and why you wanted to bring the happiness in, why you did it in the first place, the joy that you wanted on it. It's still coming after all is said and done. It's still going to find a way to maneuver this situation, though you can't see the whole picture right now, to turn it into a celebratory moment for you. But this is the route it took, and it's just confusing you a little bit. But it's letting me know, Libra, at the end of this, you're going to still come out on top. Son of Fire out again. And Son of Fire is just that dude that didn't believe in himself in the beginning as much. His mental clarity wasn't there, but then he just gets those lightning bolts straight to the head that all of a sudden blows all that doubt and fear away. And he knows right at that moment he can accomplish it. He doesn't even have to fight hard for it. Transformation card comes out. So that's the death and the rebirth of this situation here, changing over from the bad, seemingly bad, to the good stuff. This is the storm. 8 of Air. This is the storm. But you're protected through that storm. It's going to pass. It's going to pass. Once it does pass, the Ace of Air is out. This is your aha, clarity, eureka moment of clarity of knowing what that was about, why it had to go out and go down that way, and then how it's going to get better after that. The clarity of what's going to happen and how it's going to come about for you. See if we get another clarifier out of the vision quest. The big medicine wheel as well. There's a transformation coming to this cycle. This cycle that feels like you're held back. There's a transformation coming to that cycle. And then the mother of water. It's a balance of emotions. I know while the queen, the same with the queen of cups being out in reverse on the bottom of the other deck. It's the balance of emotions. And those emotions are represented by water. She's holding the two in the bowl. It really is like trying to stay balanced with 2 cups of water all day long, trying not to spill them, because this is our emotions and this is holding them stably. That's how it's represented in that picture. Just being able to maintain and hold our emotions to where we don't give in. Like I said, there's the devil energy at that moment where we don't give in, feel like we can't handle it, feel like it's too overwhelming, and just throw in the towel at that moment. That's when you go and find your inner strength a lot more. So it is. Sometimes it feels like we're being tested. Like, why is all these things happening in this way? And sometimes they are tests that strengthen us at the end of it. When we're done, when we see the whole picture, when we have a whole testimony to give afterwards, we're the best preacher of it and we're the best teacher of it because we know what it took to get through it. It's a different road sometimes than we thought it to be. But then when we get to the finish line, we're like, I'm glad it was that way. I'm glad I took that road that way because I wouldn't have learned this or it taught me that. But while we're going through it, it feels just crappy. It does. It feels crappy. All right, let's pull you a Black Moon astrology card. Wrap up your overall reading, Libra. Overall astrology energy. Too many. And there's that one on the top. And that is the 11th house. Friends. There's 3 people on that card somewhat. It's drawn very interestingly. 35. 127. Sometimes just about getting out. All right, but the quote was an anonymous quote. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. So, just maybe needing a friend during these times of misfortune, when things don't go our way, when we're working on something, giving it our all, and we just need somebody in our corner. The 11th house card in brief. Friendships, friends of all kinds, allies and alliances, social contracts, organizations and clubs, gatherings, dreams, hopes and aspirations, destiny, compassionate acceptance, the place where we discover we are not alone, being different, individual, one of a kind, foreigners, other cultures, and people with a different ethnicity or background, tribal connections, suffering from rejections or banishments from the tribe, traveling to foreign lands, entering a new field, misfits, artists, stepchildren, children who are also our friends, technology, connecting through electronics, going with the flow, trusting in the flow as well as in our own wild and unique self. And the corresponding tarot card, of course, is the 3 of Cups, which is about friendship, socializing, going out. So groups, friends, the black sheep of the family, goals, hopes, wishes, and dreams. I felt that all through your reading, Libra. Allies and alliances. So just those feelings of not having those things, not having anybody in our corner sometimes when things aren't going our way. Destiny, the goal that you were working on that's just being delayed right now that you're trying to bring in. Knowing that you're not alone on that. Being different individual. So having the strength to still go after the goal, though it may have been different to what others thought you were supposed to be doing with your life, is believing in yourself and believing in your own hopes and dreams and not being afraid to be, if that makes you the black sheep of the family. But definitely the key idea of this card was the family, the goals, hopes, and wishes and dreams. that was definitely in your card, what you wanted to bring about and what you're working on, and just the delay of not seeing the results as fast as you want, I felt. So it is just needing that person in your corner to encourage you at this time. So maybe going out with those types of friends, being around those type of people, that energy is going to help you keep going, give you the strength to resist that temptation to just throw in the towel and say, forget it, it's not worth it. Let me take the easier route again. It is those people at that moment that strengthen you, that say, hey, no, it's just one of those moments. Keep going, believe in yourself, all that good rah 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 speech that you need to hear sometimes when you're trying to accomplish things. And I feel like that's going to get you through this period, because it is coming to transition. There was the death card in there. There was the big medicine wheel come out of the other deck. Those are the transformations. The transformation card out as well. So those are the times where I feel like the situation goes from one side to the other side. It goes from looking bad 1 minute with that card being out, with the birds and the wraps, and you can get out of it easier than you think you can. And then the next minute it turns into, wow, look at this new path that opened up so easily, and now I know which way to go. Like I said, that aha moment of clarity came right behind that, of you knowing exactly what this is and why you have to get through this type of energy period, and then just waiting around for the divine timing of things coming as they should and as we need them, and knowing that it's not going to give us anything more than we can bear. So keeping those things in mind and staying positive just through the process, even through the downs, we stay positive and we fight through those moments of temptation to give in and give up, and just use your inner strength, using your inner strength to get through it, and just waiting. We got a couple more weeks, y'all. These planets, Mars, I cannot wait until all this energy is moving forward again, because it does make us feel like we're standing still. And that's just not a good feeling, especially to an air sign. That's not a good feeling to stand still. So we want some forward movement. Definitely needing Mars to come back, and Mercury. Our communication is backwards as well right now. So when those two come direct, I do feel like we'll see just less delays going on than we're seeing right now. So just stay positive, Libra. Stay positive. Until next time, I'm Divinity Gems. If you need to book a personal reading, all my info will be below in the description box. Thanks, Heather, for stopping by and saying hello. Until next time.